Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you guys. Welcome to the Full 100's last edition of the week. It is Friday the 7th of May today, and today we have a mixed bag of a show for you. We have, obviously, I don't know if you guys been keeping up with the election, but Labour has performed pretty poorly, and I'm really scared for minorities, immigrants, and black people in this country. The more powerful this government gets, the more they feel like they have a mandate from the people, the more out of control they're going to get. And this election has just shown it. Labour's losing ground massively. And I can't really see a comeback other than finding a new Tony Blair, somebody who appeals to a lot of people, somebody who can out-appeal Boris Johnson against anyone on the Labour side at the moment. So guys, it's a sad day today because if you do keep up with what's going on, in our fight for equality in this country, we have the wrong government in place in this country, and we need the right government in this right moment where you got an American government who's prepared to do something. We need a government here that complements that sentiment, and unfortunately we're gonna have a hard time. So guys, off the back of that, I've got an update on the Windrush situation, just to let you know how cruel this government is. This government calls the Windrush situation. They say they apologized. They say they're going to repair the damage they've done. But as my video will show you, they're playing the same old tactics that they play. Delay, frustrate, while apologizing and saying they'll do better. And that's what this is about. And then my final video is the largest human birth, the largest number of babies born to a human being ever recorded. So guys, without further ado, let's get down to today's show. As I said, I'm starting with the Windrush. I got two videos on the Windrush situation and two cases, two individuals whose cases are in each of these videos. The first video I'm going to show you guys is of a guy who came here as a 7-year-old, as a child, fought in the British Army, only to find out during this Windrush scandal that his citizenship had been denied of him. Had been denied to him. His healthcare was taken. His job, he lost his job because obviously he had no status, as the government claimed he didn't. And this is his story, guys. It's really shocking. Take a look at this.
The latest figures show that up to February, the Home Office has received almost 2,000 applications. Just over 400 claims have resulted in a payment. The average claim takes about 14 months to process. The government has promised to right the wrongs and ensure the Windrush generation get the compensation they deserve for the injustices they faced.
Anthony Williams arrived in Birmingham from Jamaica when he was 7. He later joined the army and spent 13 years serving with the Royal Artillery. But the former soldier says his biggest challenge has been more recently, unable to work and afford urgent dental treatment after wrongly being told he was in the UK illegally. He's now got new teeth, paid for by an anonymous donor who heard his story.
Back in 2014, I got a really bad mouth infection. My gums kept swelling up, and the only way I could get rid of it was to start extracting my own teeth.
You pulled your own teeth out?
It took about 3 months to take most of my teeth out, the ones I take out now.
He's still waiting for compensation, 2 years after filling out an application.
My first offer, remembering I was unemployed for 5 years, I lost my job, and they offered me £18,500 because if I accepted that, it would have destroyed me.
More than 12,000 people have been given British citizenship or had their legal status sorted out since a government task force was set up following the Windrush scandal. But there have been fewer than 500 compensation payouts so far, way lower than what campaigners were expecting. And with so few applications, there are now questions over the length of time it's taking to process claims.
That is such. I mean, who would have thought that since Theresa May has been in power, was last in power, I mean, this scandal hit early on in Theresa May's government. We've now had Boris going on a year and a half now, yeah? Coming nearly, about a year and a half. Well, nearly 2 years if you count sort of September, October when he got in. Who would have thought that only 500 approved compensation applications will be the state of play at this moment? Who would have thought that? Now, you heard this guy endured pulling his own teeth out. This is the desperation that they imposed on people. I mean, he was offered 18k. Who earns 18k a year today in our times? I mean, recruitment, school leavers, you know, newly qualified secondary school leavers, 16, 17k, 18k, or you're doing part-time work. This guy was unemployed for 5 years and they're offering him 18k. Not to mention the suffering he went through. So guys, we can see the tactics of this government is no different to any right-wing government trying to deal with minority issues. Delay, frustrate, play games, apologize, say you do better, delay, and just play the same game all over again and just drag it out. My second story is even worse. So listen to Mr. Blake's story, who came here as a British citizen. He was one of the original people who came here. When they came here with British passports, because Jamaica and many of the Caribbean countries, many of the countries today were still under British rule in 1940, 50, and yeah, late 50s and even up to early 60s. Many were still British territories and so carrying British passports, just like the Hong Kong people carried British passport up until China took over in the 90s, late 90s. Listen to Mr. Blake's story, guys.
You've only had 2,500 applications and people are taking a year and 18 months to even get their first offers. So it says something is very, very wrong.
In Nottingham, Veronica Bell is trying to claim compensation on behalf of her father, who died in Jamaica in 2010. Nathaniel Blake wasn't allowed back in the UK after a family holiday and later lost his sight and was diagnosed with prostate cancer.
As far as he was concerned, he was a British citizen, always had been. He was invited here.
You submitted your compensation claim 2 years ago. Are you confident that you'll receive the money anytime soon?
It's not about the money, and there's absolutely no financial compensation that can right that.
Welcome back, guys. We as a community, my friends, I'm telling you guys now, after the election results and more still coming in, we're in serious trouble in this country. We really are. I want to switch lanes now to an amazing story I thought I'd share with you guys. A lady from Mali in West Africa who thought she was expecting 7 babies. I went to a hospital in Morocco to have those 7 babies, because 7 babies is a lot of babies. I'll let the video tell you what transpired. Take a look at this, guys. Amazing.
Now, a woman from Mali in West Africa may have just made history after giving birth to 9 babies at once.
Doctors originally thought the 25-year-old woman was carrying 7 children, but were then stunned to discover and then deliver 2 more by caesarean section in a hospital in Morocco.
The nonuplets, 5 girls, 4 boys, weigh less than 1 kilo each, and doctors say they are all doing well. 9.
9. I love the little zoomy up video to make sure we get around all 9.
Because there's so many of them.
Wow, wow, wow. That's all I can say. 9 babies, guys. It's the first time a human being has ever had 9 babies. Amazing story, guys. Listen, guys, it's the weekend. Have a fabulous weekend. We have come to the end of the show for the week. Hit the subscribe button, support what we do, and I'll see you all next week. Hopefully we have a better weekend this weekend than we did last one. So take care all, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.